Hello everyone and welcome back to The Dark Veil, a real play D&D podcast centered around a group of adventurers played by lovable idiots. Before we get started, I want to take a second and direct your attention to Tale of the Manticore, another relatively young podcast. Tale of the Manticore is a hybrid between a dark fantasy audio drama and a solo D&D RPG. The dice make all the important decisions and John, the writer, tells their story. Tale of the Manticore is available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and more. Where we last left off, our ragtag band continues north, past the Serpent Hills, along the Clwyd River, and they are nearing the falls where the old woman Wentha sent them to rescue her niece, Ariste, from a green dragon. Having fought ettercaps and ogres, a giant frog, a flock of cockatrices, and a hag who wore Eric's face, they pushed on, along with their strange new elven companions, until they stumbled upon a small, homely cottage near the falls. However, inside they found a gruesome scene, the aftermath of some terribly savage attack, and the remains of both Ariste and Wentha, apparently killed several days before they had seen her. And now, with more questions than answers, we join their story in episode 7 of The Dark Veil. We have to get out. And I'm going to make my way to the door quickly.
This isn't fresh, right? Brendan,
No.
You said that it smells like it's been like this for, days.
Correct.
1 week, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
I follow Dane.
I mean, we gotta get out. I mean, part of me is just like, well, we should at least do the honor and bury them, but also our lives might be at stake.
We can see to the burial once we know that we've escaped whatever trap this is.
Yeah. I'm gonna put this as a little marker on our map. But what now? We're kind of lost. Our main objective was to find them.
Something's not right here.
I'd like to make an investigation check of the ceiling, just seeing if there are footprints. Things seem to be dragged on the ceiling. As I'm moving out, this is not a prolonged search.
Okay. So go ahead and make an investigation check.
It's a 13.
Okay.
Sorry, 12. I forgot what my bonus was. It's a 12.
Gotcha.
Now you don't see anything.
Is D&D Beyond working for you now? I know you had
Yes.
troubles last night.
Yeah.
All right. So as you are quickly investigating, you can see that there are grooves in the ceiling that seem like scratch marks of some kind. There don't appear to be any footprints. So how there were blood marks of them dragged across the ceiling is a little unclear to you. And as you guys are heading out, because let's see, who is in the house here? It's Rondon, Kwansang, you're still in there. Are you doing anything, Kwansang?
No, I'm just going to start progressing towards the door. I guess, history check. Do I remember reading about any type of creature like this?
So I want to put my head together with him on that.
Okay, so you go back in the
with
house
guidance. I guess. No,
Yeah, I was gonna say, can we not do that while we're moving, or no? Because, I mean, we just seeing the faces, like, taken off and stuff. I guess, like, in my head, I'm just trying to think, like, what could possibly have done this? You know what I mean?
Sure.
Can I do a survival check to see if I could, like, not track, but see if there were any, like, fiends, fays, or undead that had anything to do with this?
Yes. So you go ahead and roll with advantage, Carla. Roll a survival check. And Dane and Kwansang, who of you is proficient in history?
I am.
So you'll get to roll.
Okay.
with guidance.
There you go.
Guidance is +4, right? Or a D4?
Yes.
D4.
I got a 16, and then I rolled a natural 1. So,
Yay.
I'm going to take that 16, and
There you
then
go.
it's +3, so that's a 19.
19. Okay. Using your survival skills, you enter the house.
After taking, like, a deep breath. And then I go in.
Okay, you head inside the house and begin to look at the marks on the walls. You begin to assess the room in a more abstract way. It seems as though they weren't dragged along the ceiling from something that was already on the ceiling. It seems as though they were pushed up and dragged or something, leading you to believe that they were pushed against the walls and then dragged up them. And then across the ceilings, very violently. While you are searching, you find something very peculiar that none of you had noticed before. As you kneel down to Wentha, you find something clutched in her hand.
I say, like, I kneel and I say, I'm so sorry, this is so violent. Such a violent way to go. And then I, like, gently touch her hand and, like, grab it like this, and then I just, like, turn it and start to, like, open it, like, try to see what's inside of her hand to see what I can, like, to grab it.
Okay. It appears to be a pendant of some kind. It is orange in hue with a kind of silver ring around it, and an eerily familiar symbol.
Okay.
Whoa.
I shakily say, Dane?
I guess outside talking with Kwanseng, do I hear that?
At the moment, no. But what did you get on your history check?
24 with guidance.
24. And you were trying to recall what information?
If I had remember any type of creature or anything that would snatch the face off of a human or a humanoid, I guess.
Okay.
Just in all my studies, I guess. If I had ever come across reading something like that.
Let's see. This would be more for knowledge about a creature specifically. That'd be more Arcana. But for history, I'll give you different kind of information.
Okay.
I'll say that you have come across studies that have mentioned things like this before.
Sure.
People usurping high status political powers.
Oh, okay.
But never to such a small scale as an old woman and her niece. It seems as though there are like recordings of history of like dark rituals being taken place with such magical or such components as, you know, the faces of people.
Okay.
But it is definitely some kind of intelligent creature trying to manipulate, it seems.
Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Carla.
Okay. I'm gonna grab it.
Okay.
Take it out of her hand and grab it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna do an Arcana check.
Okay, go ahead.
19.
Okay. You do get a magical presence out of this, and this appears to be an amulet of some kind of protection. Its magical nature specifically you don't know, but it seems to be for warding something off.
For the audience at home, the symbol that's on the amulet is the one that we encountered on the slab, or rather Dane encountered. I couldn't see shit.
Alright, so I stand back up.
Okay.
And I'm gonna back away from the bodies and go out to where Dane is.
Okay.
And I kind of hold it like this.
Okay, sure.
And I say, I go out of the house. Dane?
And I reach out and I take it. Where did you find this?
It was in Wentha's hand. I could just feel like some magic coming out of it, and I just feel like it's some sort of pendant for like protection. I feel like whatever was in here, it was angry. It was such a violent death. They were thrown around the room. they were trying to protect themselves from something. I don't know.
Was she given this by Narina? Or was she from the same order?
I don't know. I'm sorry, Dane.
No, it's okay. I'm thinking out loud. And I'm going to kind of step around the corner of the house and call to the elves. Brano, Persea, have you seen anything like this before?
You step up to them and they examine it. And Brano says, "It seems druidic."
Well, gee, thanks, pal. Yeah, we know.
You want to fight? You want to fight, huh?
All right, roll for initiative, I guess.
Do you guys mind if we just get out of here? Maybe we should just go to the horses, maybe just away from this. I don't want whatever did this to come back and find us here. Are you guys okay with that?
I
Yeah,
think
maybe.
that's a very good plan.
Or maybe we need to go fighting and get rid of them so they don't do this again.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, who else is gonna do it?
Oh, you're so brave, Rondon.
Or stupid, we'll find out.
I'm gonna head over to the horses. I'm gonna start going over there.
I don't know if this would be a survival check or an investigation or what, but I want to see, do I see tracks of any creatures or anything around the outside of this house that whatever was in there has gone somewhere?
Can I help him?
I'll say this would be... So you can do investigation check.
Okay.
If you're actively tracking it, that'd be survival.
Okay.
But just to find them, that'd be investigation. You can give them advantage, Pip.
Okay.
Thank you, Pip. 19.
Nice.
Okay. So, Eric, you take the time with Pip to kind of look around the area. There are pretty interesting things that you notice with that 19. You notice several trees that are scratched and broken. There are grooves in the ground. Several grooves in the ground that go in certain places of the house. The roof seems to be kind of damaged a little. It seems that a very large creature was here, and there is obvious signs of it. Well, obvious now that you've kind of looked around a little. But yeah, there just seems to be claw marks and kicked up or moved and torn grass and dirt. Pieces of the house on the roof are kind of chipped and broken.
Have we kind of inspected the wounds of Wintha and her niece?
No, you have not. Who is proficient in medicine?
Yeah, it wouldn't hurt to give that a check.
I'm heading back. I mean, I was helping Eric look as we were walking back to the horses. So I'm heading away.
Say I'm proficient in medicine, but I've already started walking back toward the tree bridge.
Gotcha.
I want to go back into the house one last time before we leave.
Okay.
And I want to just investigate the house to see, was there anything that the person was looking for? Did it seem like maybe there was something that is misplaced? Maybe, I don't know. I doubt it. Well, it's been a week, so maybe dust has collected more in one area than another. Maybe there was something on a shelf. You know what I mean? Just investigate the overall layout of the house and see if I notice anything that's different. Would that just be an investigation check while you're messing with that, Brandon?
Yes, sorry.
Okay. No, you're good. You're good.
Not 20? Ooh, you guys are on fire.
Natural 20, baby!
Tell me everything.
Yeah, how many boards are in the vault?
The exact number of nails.
As you are looking around, you thoroughly investigate the place. Looking under the beds, under the tables, in dressers, on their person. And you find what seem like folded pieces of paper in one of the drawers, but under a false like a false bottom to the drawer.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, just kind of like feeling around it, like you can feel it kind of like give, and you lift it up, and there are little notes in there. You open them up, and the writing to you is alien. Doesn't make any sense.
I don't know if that's how that works for my anthropology. Okay. All right. Yeah. Then I'll. Is that all then?
Yes.
Okay. Then I will try and catch up with the group.
Okay.
You're the quick one, so it should be.
What'd you say?
So you're the quick one, so it should be pretty easy.
Yeah. So when I catch up to them, I'm gonna show Dane first. I'm gonna say, "Hey, Dane. Hey, Dane, over here."
Dane.
Dane. I found these notes. Is this language anything like what you were seeing?
And I take it, assuming he's holding it out to me.
Yep.
And I unfold it.
And as you do, just like you saw before in the cave, the words just kind of pop. Like half an inch above the paper, there's this like blue writing that appears. And there are 20 to 30 folded notes in here. They all detail very short messages, checking in on one another. You see very like vague mentions of a circle of some kind that they're a part of.
Ooh.
There is
The Ark of the Covenant.
There is a mention.
Yep.
There is a mention of someone named Antorian, and asking if they have kept Wentha safe. There is also mention of. Actually, you know what? I'll mention this to you in a private message, Dane.
Okay. On Zoom?
Yes.
Dane, if you don't read that out loud to me, I'm going to be so heartbroken. I'm trying to learn this language, boy.
Can one be taught Druidic?
No, it's a magical language.
I can. It says in my thing.
Unless the language, or unless the druid feature says something otherwise, but that's all I've known. There you go, Dane.
A bright red fire in the woods and an enchanting melody. This amulet should be some sort of protection against it. A bright red fire. Have we seen anything like that?
Not yet.
I guess, Brandon, you said notes back and forth, keeping track of each other.
Mm-hmm.
Do I know who the notes are between?
Yes, it is Narina, and it is between her and Wentha. You find out that Wentha was part of Narina's circle, meaning that she too was a druid, and Aris was also an up and coming druid.
Okay. It's from Narina. We know that she was avoiding the troop master.
No.
He said it himself, that he had been trying to reach her for some time.
He wouldn't. You've been
I don't think that he did this. I think that he has long tried to bring Narina into the fold. This amulet would keep the night away. It didn't keep away whatever did this.
Was she afraid?
Narina?
They were trying to make sure the troop master didn't find them, but why?
Narina wanted nothing to do with this project, this group. She avoided him for some time. The question, were we lured here, or were we lured away from Berkshire?
Maybe she didn't want the same fate for you?
I don't think she ever intended to pass it to me.
I think you might be on something there, Dane. Wirewood is very rare. We need to protect that wood. But most importantly, we need to protect what the wood represents.
Hey, wood. What was it that was so special about the wirewood?
If I remember correctly, it had magical properties, but it was also incredibly rare.
Do you
And
remember?
always protected by dryads and other magical beings
And druids.
and druids.
What do I know anything about dryads?
This would be an Arcana check.
I swear to God, Brandon, I just rolled another natural 20.
Sure you did, Drew. No, just kidding.
Do you want me to take a picture?
You feel kind of guilty when you roll more than one, right?
I'm telling you, I'm like, at first I thought I was going to land on that 2, but it hit 20.
Dryads. You recall dryads in a study that you had done once before. Dryads are fey creatures, much like your companions that you see with you from the Fey Wild, but there have been reported sightings of them in the continent of Seleos. They are magical beings who are essentially the physical form or like the spirit of a tree. Essentially, they are bound to a tree and they protect it with their lives, and essentially they're just basically nature beings.
Okay. And Rondon, what was your job with that tree?
Well, I was to do what I normally do or what I do best, find the perfect tree, cut it down, bring it back. You know what? Now thinking about it, it was kind of suspicious that I didn't have an end address to where to drop off the tree. Just find it.
Did you?
Well, your troop master was the one that gave me the letter. But we did eventually find the tree. But with some unfortunate circumstances. You remember.
Did we find the tree?
Yeah, that was
You
where
did not?
Narina... No?
That happened by the house I was building.
So the troop master told you to cut down the tree.
Yeah.
Here, I'll send you a copy of the letter, Mac, if you don't have it.
Yeah, I think I left my letter in the basement.
My letter is on the table.
How close was the tree to Narina's house?
Fairly close.
And this false Wintha sent us off.
Away from the tree.
That was protected by druids.
Oh shit. Looks like we're the big dummies now.
We've been the big dummies.
We are filling in holes that may not need filled, but I think we should go back as quick as possible.
Can I do a perception check to see if I can hear anything coming?
Sure, go ahead. Are you fucking kidding me?
No, let's go. Let's go.
God damn. You know you guys aren't going to be able to abuse me like this when we're in person, right?
We're letting fate decide, buddy.
Yeah, fate's deciding. hiding.
Oh man, I rolled a nat 20 right now.
Yeah.
I thought I was dead last night. I rolled my first nat 1 probably in forever.
Yeah, I rolled a nat 1 earlier today.
All right, so you kind of perk your ears up, Pip, as you listen. There's the sound of the rushing falls, but
As soon as I hear that, I like whistle. I go, wolf, and then I get my bow out and I say, come on, and I run.
okay.
She's not telling us anything.
And I whistle for Dane. Whistle, whistle. I can't whistle.
You have to say it out loud. Whistle, whistle.
This will both be true for Rondon and Mac.
Can I like go between trees and like try to not be seen?
You can't run and be stealthy.
Okay, then I'm just gonna run.
Then I'm running after her.
All right.
Just a snap reaction.
I hop on Dane's back.
Okay. Okay.
I hop on the horse.
We got a triple stacker.
I remain on your back. Hop on, Eric. I think there's room on mine.
And I guess as I hop on, I just yell after Pip, and I urge the horse forward in the Pip direction, because what's going on?
Okay, so for the purposes of this, Pip, go ahead and move your tokens where you see on your side there,
Okay.
and I will reveal further along what the map looks like.
Oh God, Pip, why?
Oh, that's Brano. Brano.
Brano, what are you doing? I have to go check it out.
She's on foot though?
Yeah.
Okay, I run faster than her, so I'll catch her eventually.
Okay, but we can't leave horses behind.
Don't tell her what to do.
Somebody grab that other horse!
I keep going.
I keep following.
All right. So she is running through between the trees, kind of. You can hear the her footsteps just stomping on the grass as she just runs. Pip, you see now
I stop here when Kwansang catches up to me, and I say, they were screaming like they were in terrible pain. I didn't know what to do. If someone's hurt, I don't know.
Pip, we can't go running off by ourselves. Where did you hear this?
From the waterfall.
Dude, we're about to get ganged up on. Here we go.
All right, so as you guys rush off in this direction, you stop here, Pip,
Yep.
while everyone is catching up with you.
When Dane and Rondon catch up, I say, Rondon, go be brave.
He's like, with what?
I heard someone screaming, and it sounded like they were in so much pain. And do you want to go do something about that?
I hear that.
Can I roll an insight check on Pip?
Yes, go ahead. And Dane, you as well. Whatever you wanted to roll.
22.
I'm telling the truth, man.
Okay.
If she tells me there's people screaming, I'm going to wherever it's coming from. Do I hear anything?
Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
With guidance?
Are you fucking kidding me, Tyler?
No, I rolled a 19.
Okay.
But it was close. Perception, it's 28
Okay.
with guidance.
As you reach the falls, you hear the sound of churning water. It's very loud, but past it, you can hear what sounds like it isn't a screaming. It is more of a painful roaring sound.
It's gonna be that darn dragon.
It's like behind the falls.
It sounds like it, yeah.
Brandon, I don't get a swim speed until next level. Come on. Okay, I guess I'm gonna get closer to the falls and see if I can see what I can see.
Oh shit, Rondon.
What's that?
Oh wow, you guys got really close.
And they didn't tell us anything.
So I guess I'm assuming Dane's conveying this to me as we're going along, because I'm stuck to his back.
That's right.
I'm like,
yep.
guys, I'm yelling to him, guys, hurry! Pip wasn't lying.
I guess, does he also hear it now?
Yes. All of you who are close next to the waterfall, you can hear it.
Quansen, should we get a little bit closer?
Yes, we absolutely should.
I'm gonna stay back here though. You guys, I'll watch.
You guys have fun.
Yeah.
Good luck.
I'm just telling you what I know.
Right.
And I can't get ouchies. Thank you.
And I think Eric would nervously but also excitedly follow.
Go with you guys, yeah, he would. What about Brano and Persea? What are they doing, Brendan?
They'll follow closely behind.
It doesn't sound like a scream. It sounds like something roaring in pain. And I will dismount the horse. And again, I'm going to see if I can I see behind the waterfall? Is it like any? Can I see a cave?
Make a perception check for me.
Okay, with guidance.
There you go.
22 that time.
You can faintly see another side to the waterfall. It's not a perfect image, but you can tell that it's not just a rock back.
Okay. I point it out. And I dismount from the horse.
And I'm still on Dane. I hold my breath.
And I guess I'll try to go up against the rock and like shimmy behind the waterfall on foot. But I'm going to get Rondon off my shoulders first.
Oh, sorry.
So you're trying to shimmy along the edge of the waterfall then?
Like my back against the rock behind the water, if possible.
Okay, so I'll need you to roll go ahead and just give me an acrobatics check.
Acrobatics?
I don't want him to go alone. Can I follow?
Yeah.
I am going to use guidance on myself because
Sure.
it's a cantrip that I have, and why not?
Do you want me to roll that
Honest.
too?
For real that time.
Jeez.
I'll pick up my laptop and show you.
We're rocking it. Face on our side.
That's a nat 20 for you listeners at home.
We're also at home.
Yeah, I was talking to you guys.
I rolled an 18 total.
Count me in with Dane and Kwansang. It's 11 to acrobatics. 10 to acrobatics. Sorry.
Okay.
Rondon's gonna start floating down the river.
That's what I was thinking too.
All right. So as you guys are shimmying along the wall, Dane, you kind of get right here, followed by Kwansang. It begins to kind of open up for you guys. You kind of carefully slide against the wall here. Rondon, as you are right here, your foot slips. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Well, fate is not on my side. That's another 11, sorry. Nope, I'm lying. That's a 6. So 8.
8. Okay.
Fuck.
All right. So Rondon falls into the water.
Dane!
Sploosh as he begins to drift away.
Can I like catch him as he's falling?
No, that was the dexterity saving throw from him.
Oh, man. Do I see this?
Nards.
Yeah, you would.
Ah, shit. Wolf, go! And I tell Wolf to go get him.
All right, so as Wolf just gallops along the edge of the water, he leaps in, and Rondon, he snatches you up in his mouth, holding you by your shirt collar, and he drags you ashore.
And I'm going to reach up and scratch behind his ear and say, thank you, buddy.
In the meantime, Dane, you and Kwansang have shimmied along the wall enough to get inside completely. It is pretty dark in here. It is dim light, and you can't see very far ahead of you. Neither of you have dark vision. You're also soaked.
I'm going to use my wild shape and turn into a death dog again, because I remember light looking different when I was in death dog form last time.
Okay.
And they have dark vision at 120 feet.
There you go.
So I'm going to perception check,
Okay, go for it.
and I can't guidance myself because I can't cast druid spells, right?
Correct.
All right, so I do have advantage, though. So that's a 16 for the first roll.
On smell and hearing?
Dog has advantage on wisdom perception checks.
Oh, shit. Nice.
Yeah, death dog. Because it's got 2 eyes.
Ah, that's right.
So that's 16, and the perception is 6. So 22.
Woo! Okay. So as you enter this, it's like a very dark cavern. You can hear the sounds of rushing water as you are kind of shimmying along the edge here. In your death dog form, Quan Sing is right next to you. The cavern opens up quite a bit for you with that perception roll. You can see this large, what almost seems like a prison almost made of stone, like this black rock, and on the inside of it, you could hear this horrible, almost like very guttural roar coming out from it. And at the edges of this prison, you can see scorch marks all around the edge.
I guess I'm gonna try to stealth as I'm making my way downtown.
Okay.
I will also stealth. Brandon. There you go, buddy.
Drew's penis.
What is that, natural one?
No!
Oh no!
It's not. It's not. It's the angle of my camera. Darn it. Here.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
19?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought it was a
Yeah,
natural
no.
one. I was like,
Oh,
our
man. This is
luck's
about to
run
be
out.
fun.
I looked up and I was like, oh, that doesn't look right.
13 for me.
Okay, perfect. So, you can just hear like the thrashing. There is... you can see kind of like a vague shape slamming itself against the sides of these like black, almost like stalactites or stalagmites. They kind of connect from ceiling to bottom, and every time this form thrashes itself against the edge of the cage, pieces of rock start to fall from the ceiling, and it's just like these small these clacking sounds.
One of my heads is going to turn back to Quan Seng behind me. And in your head, Quan Seng, you're going to hear, am I correct that you can hear me?
And I'm going to go, we have got to stop doing this.
As you look at the camera, we've got to stop doing this.
Just the gym look, just...
Yeah.
I don't know what magic lets me do this, but there is something in some sort of prison. It's in pain.
And as you say that in your mind, another burst of fire just shoots out from the cage right here, and kind of like you can see the scorch marks, and you can feel the air, like the heat of it, just like.
So that illuminates then a good
Yes.
amount for Quan Seng to see.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Rondon's gonna take a second attempt going through the falls. Just to...
Take 2.
Pip says to herself, oh, he's going again?
All right, dexterity saving throw for me, Rondon.
Damn it! I'm rolling like horse shit. 11.
11. Sploosh! Right back into the river.
Wolf!
Starts to drift away again. Oh no! There we go.
I tell Wolf to go get him.
Okay. He retrieves him.
All right, I'll do it this time. Thanks, Skin Wolf.
God.
Scratch.
I go up to him. Rondon, maybe let me try to help you.
No, I got this.
Eric, are you staying?
If Rondon's going in, I'm following.
I got a 16 this time.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, I'm gonna go too.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna help him.
Okay, so acrobatics checks from Pip and Eric then.
19. And I want to help Eric.
You won't be able to help him because you're making your own roll.
Oh, okay.
9 for Eric.
Okay, so dexterity saving throw from you.
Gonna reach out my hand because I've done this before to give him a little help.
No, you're in front of Pip, so
Fuck.
he's behind.
15.
15? Okay, you catch the edge. You manage to pick yourself back up. Another acrobatics check from you.
15.
15. Okay, you all make it safely across then.
So should the small folk get some sort of advantage because they don't take as much space on the ledge?
No, as far as a 5-foot square is concerned. Okay, so you're all kind of at this edge now.
I guess how far, like this kind of lighter gray that we're on, the medium gray, I guess. How far above the light gray are we?
Like 5 to 10 feet.
Okay.
Are you guys okay?
And you see like one nasty dog head like lean back around.
Dean, every time you do that, it scares me a little.
And in your brain you hear, sorry.
I'm going to do a check to see if this is the same creature that was by the house. Can I do that, Brandon?
At the moment, you can't perceive the creature.
Okay, good. That's fair.
What's the lighting situation in here? Can we?
It's dim light, so if you're making perception checks, they're at disadvantage unless you have dark vision.
And I smell.
Sure.
Oh. Oh shit. Crawl back at it again with the natural 20s.
That was a natural 20. It rolled, but it was a natural 20.
Oh Jesus! All right. So you can smell. It smells very damp in here. You can tell that there is. What do I want to say? There's a heavy like burnt smell in the air. Not really much else. There isn't too much in the sense of smells here, but you can definitely tell there's a creature here nearby.
Do I see like the charred areas that they see?
Yes, it's right here, right in front of the black onyx obsidian kind of cage here.
Should we just, go? Maybe we should just like go find the tree. I feel like it's a safer bet than. I mean, they're burnt marks, and we were here to get a dragon, so maybe.
And as you say that, because you weren't being stealthily at all.
I was gonna say like, if we're right behind the waterfall, we have to shout to hear each other, right?
Oh
Right.
shit!
So
That's my bad.
You can see a head peek out of the bars here, and it says, "Who goes there?"
I take a step back and go behind Rondon.
And I'm like, Rondon Timbers, nice to meet you.
Make a charisma check for me, Rondon.
All right. Oh, baby. Natural 9 plus 1, 10.
Rondon, you say?
Yes, sir. Or ma'am. I don't know.
Did you just assume my gender? No.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Why have you come to this place?
Well, it sounded like something or someone was in pain, and I just had to help, When someone's in pain, you don't just leave them.
Make a persuasion check for me.
can you describe the head that I'm now seeing poking through the bars?
Yes, so it is. You see this like green, almost like textured but not scaled appearance. It appears more leathery than anything. And you can see these kind of like, well, I guess color is lost in here because of the light. But you can see these kind of horns jut out from the sides, almost like looking like antlers, and this one like large horn kind of protruding from the nose upward like a rhino.
Okay. Sorry, Rondon, you were rolling a thing?
I rolled rolled a 3 with the +4, so... Or sorry, with the +1, so 4.
It says, "Why have you come to inflict more pain on me?"
More pain on you? I don't want to inflict pain on you. Especially when you're crying out for help. That doesn't make any sense.
Just then you can see this like blue electrical light kind of flash within the prison that he is held inside, and you can hear this horrible roar echo in the cave as it just kind of resonates all around you.
How can I help you, sir? Or ma'am? Again.
Dane?
Does Dane know a darn thing about dragons?
Not really. Nope.
Okay.
They don't teach about dragons in woodworking school, so
Sure.
What about me?
make an Arcana check.
Somebody had some dragon knowledge
12.
when we met Wentha, because they knew that it was out of character for a green dragon to take a girl like that.
It was Radric. Yep. All right, what'd you get, Kwansing?
12.
12. Not really much you can understand. You can't really see the creature's face that well. It seems like a dark shape in this lighting, so not much. All you know is that you were told that it was a green dragon, but not much you can really recall.
Well, then let me say to it, admittedly, 3 days ago we were sent here to fight a green dragon who was holding a girl. We found that girl dead, and now we find you in a prison. Who is our enemy?
Your enemy. If I am to understand correctly, then we are allies. Your quarry, their names. It is Greta Thatchfoot and Nana Gravebite.
I'm sorry, did you say Nana Gravebite? I mean, I have a lot of Nanas. Mostly 2. But I never heard of a Nana Gravebite. I'm sorry.
I have a lot of nanas, mostly 2.
Well, I mean, you have those Nanas that just come in your life, because they're just old and they're so lovely and they give you apple pie. But, I have 2 biological Nanas. So those are my mostly 2.
Rondon, you studied biology.
What?
I guess I'm going to try to reach out with my brain, but I'm not going to get any response.
Okay.
So I guess when he says that, I'm going to say 2 of them. Have they been to visit you recently?
It is how I find myself in this predicament.
Well, how can we find you out of this predicament?
Who are you? What's your name?
What? No. No, he says,
I am Antorian, guardian of the wilds.
So then, I guess hearing that name, I'm going to leap down into the water and then, get up closer on the stone on their side.
okay, the water here is very shallow.
Yeah, everyone knows dogs can swim.
Hey, when he says his name, can I roll an insight check?
Sure. It'll have to be with disadvantage because you can't quite see the face.
15.
With disadvantage?
Yep, I rolled
Okay.
a 17 and an 11.
It doesn't seem like he's lying.
So I'm 30 feet away from the edge of the prison.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to reach out with my brain again, just not because Dane knows the number, but because I don't know why I didn't get a response last time. I'm just doing another shot.
I'm just like imagining like both brows just kind of furrowed at it, just like concentrating really hard. Just
And telepathically from my death dog, I'm going to say, and you know Narina.
You can see its eyes kind of open as it pulls its head back, and you can see these almost like glimmering golden eyes now that you are closer to it, kind of reflecting off of the light from behind you. This is what you see. So it is, I mean, it's just like I said before. It is like a leathery kind of. It looks like a dragon, though it is not a 4-legged dragon. It is like a drake. It has 2 legs and then a set of wings. This kind of like green, like dark green hue. Kind of like horns that curl backward like antlers, kind of like a rhinoceros horn at its front, with orange webbing for the wings and like these spines that go down the back. So it opens its eyes as you say, so you knew Narina. And it says,
Your phrasing concerns me.
I'm going to Dane shape.
okay.
We've much to talk about. How can we free you?
And just as soon as you say that, you can hear this cackling from the other side of the cavern. This little girl comes into your sight, Dane.
I don't have dark vision anymore. I'm Dane shape again.
It's still dim light.
Okay.
Yeah, so this little girl comes into view, kind of from the side, and you see that it holds the same height as the little girl that you saw back in the house.
The 16-year-old girl?
Yes. And she says,
He's not going anywhere, and frankly, neither are you.
and as soon as that gets said, you can see these like black obsidian pillars just cover the edge of the waterfall, blocking your exit.
So only Dane sees this, right?
You guys hear the pillars just kind of like come up from beneath the waterfall, just like rising up like teeth, just all the way up.
I turn to Rondon and I say, well, looks like we're in for another one. And I jump down into the water and begin to swim towards Dane.
And I need everyone to roll initiative. All right, so Eric, what'd you get?
12.
Okay. And Pip?
Natural 20, so 23 total.
23, perfect. Dane?
18.
Perfect. Wanseng?
16.
And Matt got a 4.
And, sorry, I was getting to you. You said you got a 4?
Yeah.
Alright, so, as she says that to you, Dane, as you're no longer a Death Dane dog. You're just...
I'm just Dane Dog, D-A-W-G.
You guys see the jagged pillars just kind of shoot up from the bottom of the waterfall. Starting us off at the top of the initiative, Pip, it is your turn. You currently see this thing, this happen behind you. You cannot currently see what is happening or what is going on.
So, I move there, and then I'm going to...
In the water?
Yeah, behind the pole thing.
Okay, so just to kind of let you know, walking through the water, it's difficult terrain, so it halves your movement speed.
Oh, then I won't do that. Okay, so I'll just stay right here. I'm going to do my Crimson Right.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say Utrepori, and then I'm gonna slash my my leg. And at the same time as I'm doing that, I'm gonna say Dole Aman Miam, and then I'm gonna invoke my Blood Maledict, so my Bloated Agony. So I'm going to take 2 and 1, 3 points of damage.
Okay.
And I'm going to peek over, because there's a distance between me and the brick, so I'm going to peek over and I'm gonna shoot. And that is a 22 to hit.
22 does hit.
Okay. And then that is a D6 and a D4, Brandon.
Yes.
So 8 points of damage.
Okay. So 8 points of damage.
And my leg is bleeding now. So I'm gonna go and then hide back again.
Gotcha. All right. So then, as you hide back there again, Dane, it is your turn.
All right, so seeing this, I mean, it looks just like this corpse that I just saw, who is apparently a friend of my fiance's, and just this fury comes over my face. And I'm going to start moving, and as I'm moving, I'm going to use my action to cast Mind Spike at first. Oh, I'm sorry, that's a second level spell. So second level.
Uh-huh.
And that is a Wisdom saving throw from her.
Okay.
Por favor.
All right, so Wisdom saving throw. That's a 15.
Dang, 15 succeeds. Okay,
All
so
right.
that's still half of 3d8.
Oof.
Um,
That's a pretty big spell for this level.
right? That's 12 plus. So 19 halved is going to be 9.
9 points of
Psychic
damage to her. All right.
Let's see. That's 1, 2.
Then how do you cast the spell? So you just look at her in fury as you run at her?
Yeah, just like without
Like full on Terminator run? Like
it's gonna kind of like a build as I'm like working into it, and just it's just channeled like anger that is gonna lash out from my brain powers that I don't like. I'm just mad. Dane is. It's like, think of like Harry Potter underage wizards, like they're
Sure.
just doing stuff without realizing it.
Gotcha.
You know?
Yeah.
Or like they don't know what's causing it to happen. They just know they want something to happen, and somehow it's happening. And I'm going to Death Dog shape again, back
Okay.
into it.
Good turn. All right, Kwanzing, it's your turn. You are currently at the edge of the waterfall here. You can hear and feel, actually, from the rock, you can hear and feel these like pillars just kind of jut out from the bottom of the river here. And you could vaguely see Dane's shape move in this direction, and you saw the flash from his transformation as he began to run this way. You land in the water. There's no issue. So you splash down. Now your turn begins. Your movement speed is
Okay.
halved if you're in the water.
Perfect. Alright, so then that'd be 10, 15, 20. And then right through here. So I get to there. I guess I can use my action to double dash, right?
Yes, you could also use Step of the Wind if you'd like, and that way it could leave you with an action.
Yeah, let's do that actually. Good idea.
It'll cost you a key point though.
That's fine. Let's do Step of the Wind.
Okay. So that you can move 45 feet again.
I'll move like right here behind Dane, and I will cast an attack.
Go for it. So 15, 20, 25. So you'll have to move one more step if you don't want your attack to be at disadvantage. Well, actually, you know what? You already have disadvantage because you're in dim light. So you can't. You have difficulty seeing in this like low light setting because you don't have dark vision. So
Okay.
no matter what, it'll be at disadvantage.
Okay. Okay, so 18 to hit.
18 does hit. Yeah.
Perfect. So max damage, 11 points.
Okay. Yeah. Wow.
And then they need to make a strength saving throw.
Perfect. As the concentrated blast of air cuts through the space. You did roll with disadvantage, right?
Yes. Yep.
Okay, gotcha. All right, so strength saving throw. That's a 15. So I think that succeeds with your wisdom save
Yeah, it's a
or
13.
wisdom score. Yeah. All right, so you shoot the blast of air at her, but it is she holds herself as this the form of this little girl just kind of like pushes the air away from herself.
And Step of the Wind is a bonus action, right? So,
Yes.
Yeah, so then I can't unarmed strike. So yeah, that's my turn.
All right. So it comes to Antorian, which you now know his name. You can just see him beginning to just thrash on the outside of his prison here, and he just screams, oh shit, as he comes out. No. he just says, "Let me out, I can help you." And he just spends his turn doing that. Eric, your turn.
Okay, so just so I'm sure I understand what Eric is able to do and see, I'm on a high ledge that I, as a small person, would have a hard time jumping down from, correct?
Right, yeah.
And-
There's a pool of water beneath you.
And all of my friends ran off into the darkness that I can't have no dark vision, and so I can't really see them at all.
Right, you can vaguely see like dark shapes, but attack rolls would be at disadvantage. Perception rolls are at disadvantage.
The pillars that came up behind me, can I see through them? Are there gaps, or is it like a wall?
From the top of the pillars, yes, because they taper into a point, so it's more like spikes came out from them, so it blocks anything like coming from like the bottom layer.
Okay, I'm going to try and push past Rondon if there's room on the ledge to get past him. Will I be able to do that?
I believe both of you are...
Yeah, this isn't a move through someone because we're the same
Yeah.
size.
Exactly. So you can move through him, but you'll half your movement speed just trying.
That's fine. As I move through, I'm just patting him on the back and saying good luck and casting guidance on him. And I'm just moving along the ledge towards the dragon's cage as far as I can get. So
Okay.
half my movement means that ain't far.
Gotcha. If you did want to move as much as possible, you could use your action to dash that way, but that would skip the guidance.
Yeah, no, I'm giving the guidance to Rondon.
Okay, perfect. So go ahead and move your token. So there you go. All right, perfect. Is that your turn? You still have a bonus action.
No, that's it.
Okay. So now it comes to her turn. And she's going to look at both of you, Dane and Quan Sang. She says, well, actually, you know what? She's going to move first. She's going to move right here. And she sees you as well, Pip. And she is going to say, none of you stand a chance against me and my coven. As she waves her hands in the air, and you can see this kind of like green energy trail off from her long, like fingernails. And as she finishes the incantation, she shoots it out, and it affects Dane, Quan Sang, and Pip. I need wisdom saving throws from each of you. As this green energy just shoots into all of you.
5.
I rolled 2 11s with advantage, and that's a 17.
Damn.
Do I roll this with disadvantage too?
No. So, Pip,
5.
5, Dane, 17, and Quan Sang?
5.
All right. So,
We all succeed.
so as this energy seeps into you, Quan Sang, your form begins to shift, and you find yourself much smaller than you were before.
Oh, nice.
As these tufts of brown fur begin to sprout from your arms, this long bushy tail begins to kind of come out from your butt.
Okay. I'm becoming a squirrel.
Oh no.
And Pip, as you kind of peek around the corner, she darts out from the darkness and looks you right in the eye as the magical energy streaks right into you. You fall on your back, and suddenly you are rolling back and forth as this very hard carapace keeps you from finding yourself upright as you keep your legs kicking in the
I'm
air.
a turtle. Shoot. Am I a sea turtle or a land turtle?
You're like a tortoise, I guess.
Oh, okay.
So land.
Yeah. So she moved there, and then she still has some movement.
Well, crap.
And she's gonna go. Alright. And at the end of that turn, yeah, she quickly walks, and you can see her kind of like stepping across the water's surface. And that is the end of her turn. Rondon, it's your turn. So as Eric kind of like walks past you, you actually see a little bit, because you have dark vision, you see Pip standing behind a rock, and suddenly there's a green flash, and her body and you just see a turtle just like rocking back and forth like on the ground with its legs kicking up.
I'm like, that's not natural.
That's what Dane does.
Pip, can't copy Dane.
Yeah. Stop being jealous of him.
So I'm assuming I heard the dragon call out, like, let me out. So I'm gonna run his direction, take the long way, relatively long way around this pillar right in front of me.
Okay.
So
if you'd like, you can make an athletics check to see how far you can leap.
Okay.
But if you roll low, you'll take some damage.
Yeah, let's do that. I got it.
Otherwise, you can go into the river, but it'll slow down your movement.
Yeah, let's do an athletics check. I got a solid athletics. Finally. That is 21 to athletics.
All right.
That's the rules. So,
yeah, so you leap.
Does that count as like one step of my movement then?
It'll count as much. Yeah, you still have like whatever movement speed you have.
Okay.
But
just want to double.
It doesn't cause you any extra movement to like get.
Okay. So let's do that moving then.
Yeah, so you can move down, like, I'll say you moved here.
Okay.
You leapt down. You didn't take any damage.
Then I'm gonna do action surge.
Okay.
To make it across the river over here.
You can just use a regular action to run.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, then yeah. Regular action. Then action shirt. No.
Action surge.
Yes, my action surge.
Sound like a true D&D nerd.
Yeah.
I'll take my action surge.
Actually,
I'll take my action surge to complete over here and swing my axe at the obsidian pillar right there.
Okay, so make an attack roll then.
Yeah, that's a crit. 18.
A crit. Okay. So go ahead and roll damage for me.
All right. 9. And then I'll also kick at the pillar with my unarmed strike. And that's 16 plus 5, so 21. So an additional 4.
Okay. So you see that as you bring your axe around, you can see the streak of color as the rune that you have inside it suddenly flares up as it strikes the pillar, and you see like a big crack go into it, and the pillar, you can see kind of flash for a moment. It seems to have taken damage from the axe, but as you go to kick it, it doesn't seem to budge at all. It seems that the magical enchantment in the axe is actually being able to penetrate the protective magic on it. And so some damage is sustained on that pillar there, and you can see the dragon's eyes just like open as it tries to like bash itself against the pillar to kind of help you out.
And then as like kind of like a free action, kind of yell at Eric like, "Hey, I think we need some magic over here."
Yeah. All right. So that echoes through the chamber. At the end of that turn, Pip, it's your turn again. You are a turtle.
What can I do as a turtle?
You can walk around and live your life.
Can I try to save?
No, that's at the end of your turn.
Okay.
At least I think so. Let me double check the spell.
Well, walking around, living your life sounds delightful.
I'm on my back, right?
Yes. I'll say that's just for flavor. I mean, you're not prone.
Okay, well, if I'm on my back, I want to like go like this, like.
Actually, no. You don't save. It just lasts for the duration.
Of what? The duration of what?
I'm not going to tell you any more than that.
You little bitch. Okay, so I am going to use my momentum since I'm on my back, and I'm going to roll and roll. And then with one last roll to the left, I'm going to push with all my turtle strength, and I'm going to roll so that I can get on my feet.
And you bet that when Pip gets over there, Eris is gonna get one mean ankle biting.
Yeah. And then, I mean, how far can I move?
I'll just say like 2 squares, sure, whatever.
Okay, so I'm gonna move 1, 2, and then I'm gonna go.
Okay. Just snap at the air.
Yeah. And that's all I can do as a turtle.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my turn. And then at the end of my turn, since I did not amplify it and I want to be honest, she loses the bloated agony.
Okay. So that is your turn, Pip. You scurry. And now, Dane, it is your turn as you are in triple D form. Triple D?
All right.
Dogtown?
Dogtown? So, I am... You said the water is difficult terrain, right?
Yes, if you would like, I will... If you want to try to leap around it, you can. But if you roll low enough, you'll fall into the water and be prone.
Can I attack her from the water?
Yeah?
Okay, then I'll just... 40 feet gets me...
Yeah, you're... Never mind. Yeah, it's not deep enough for you to have disadvantage on the attacks. It's just difficult terrain.
Then I'm going to use my multi-attack.
Go for it. Yeah, so you leap into the water. There's a big splash, and both of your heads just go shush, just consecutively.
So the first attack is 12 to hit.
Does not hit, unfortunately.
I assume not.
Yeah, she parries it with one of her arms, and you can see the flash of green energy just move one of the heads out of the way.
And then a 9 to hit, so...
And the 9 to hit, no, unfortunately, yeah. So with the second head, you just bite into the water as the you get a good drink of water. You gulp.
Perfect.
There you go. You are hydrated, sir. Kwansing, it is your turn.
Do I keep my intelligence score?
You do not.
Okay, then
Not with polymorph. Yeah, you have a basic instinct of what's going on. You feel the need to protect your friends. It's all just like basic instincts. You know who your enemies are. You're not dumb, but it's just like you can't form complex thoughts. And so you have quite a higher movement speed than everyone else, though. I'll say for this because I don't think there's a character sheet for this, but I'll just say that you have 40 feet of movement.
I'll just move right up to there then and wait to see if I come back to life somehow. Or
Okay, you can hold your action if you'd like.
yeah, I'll just hold my action for whenever I come out of this.
Okay, so as a squirrel, you're like readying your airbending attacks.
Yeah, absolutely. Chip and Dale.
All right, so it comes to Antorian's turn, and he once again is just thrashing at the edge of this prison, and he just says, "Please release me." As it comes to Eric's turn.
All right. Eric is using the mist that's just pouring off the waterfall and vanishing from the ledge, appearing on the other side of the river right here.
Awesome.
And then moving over. On the map, there's space between these bars. Can I fit between these bars and get in there?
Yes.
Okay. I'm actually going to try and pass between the bars. My movement only takes me 1 in.
Okay.
And ask Antorian, what do you need me to do? How do we get you out?
Destroy the barrier.
I don't know that this necessarily works on stone pillars, but I'm going to whip out
Eldritch
my
Blast.
exactly, actually. Whip out my wand and fire at the one that Rondon hacked at a little bit. Fire a burst of energy.
There you go. So roll an attack for me.
Okay.
Yeah!
Digging up those 20s.
Yeah!
You know what that shovel means.
There you go. All right, Mike. So you can either roll twice or just roll once and double it, but you have to decide before you roll.
Yeah, I find it more fun to roll twice. So that's a 10 on the first roll and a 2 on the second.
So good.
one. 12 total.
All right. 12 total. Okay. And with that pillar just crumbles to rock. As you see it burst, and you see the big leathery wings of Antorian kind of beginning to squeeze through the bars now. On his turn, he'll take his full turn. It'll cost him half movement to get out because it's too small. But all right, so now it is her turn, and she is going to look at Kwansang the squirrel and Death Dane dog, and she's going to, since you are the only threat here, Dane,
Just fall over dead.
yeah, no, she sees that. Yeah, she's gonna do this. She is going to.
That is like my least favorite thing of any encounter. Yeah, she's gonna do it.
Just as you saw before with the sea hag, you see her beginning to form these circles in the air, and you see this electrical charge kind of go around her fingers. In one way, in the other way. And Kwansang, you looking at this, it's not entirely unfamiliar to you.
What?
You've seen this before, but drawn from a different place, as she conjures lightning from her hands, and she shoots it in a straight line, shooting forward past you, Dane, in this direction, so it goes from here, through these cracks and down to Eric and Antorian. So I need Dane, Antorian, and Eric to make dexterity saving throws. Ooh, he's not very good at dex. That's an 8 for Antorian.
It's a 15 for Death Dane Dog.
Okay, Eric?
21.
21. Okay, so you all succeed that one. So you only take 13 points of lightning damage as this streak of lightning illuminates the cavern. You see this, it just, like, you guys remember in Star Wars when, like, the Emperor just goes, unlimited power! Kind of like that. She holds her fingers out, and the streak of lightning just shoots down the side of the cavern.
Can we point out that Brandon said Star Wars?
Shut up! I hate you.
Just to clarify, the 13 was for people who made their save?
Yes.
Yeah, that would have dropped me if I hadn't made that save. Okay.
Yeah, so Antorian does not, he's not a very agile creature, and so he takes the full brunt of that damage. She will attempt to move away from you, Dane.
But
So
she's
make
gonna
your
get
attack.
Yeah. All right. Plus 4 to hit. 12.
No, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So she moves. Alright, and she moves out of the way. So now, Rondon, it's your turn as you see Eric and Antorian becoming, like, just charred with this electrical force. It just barely misses you. You just kind of, like, you know, step away from it as you see like Eric underneath Antorian. He looks back at you, and it's just like his hair is all up, like goofy and just like out.
Smoke coming out of the ears.
Like the guy from Home Alone when he gets like electrically charged.
Alright. Let's see how far I can move. So I'm gonna move myself there. Let me see what I can do for here.
So you see Kwan Squirrel and Pip Turtle? I don't know. There's no really good way to merge that. Purtle, there you go.
So I'm gonna, as I'm running, I'm pulling out my hand axe to make a throw at her. So this will be at disadvantage because it's 60 feet away.
Yeah. So let's see. Hold on. Let me check. Let me check sight. Line of sight for you. Yeah, you're good. Cool.
So that's a 15. Disadvantage. That's a 4. So I just chuck my axe in her direction and it goes. I might as well just hit the ceiling.
Yeah. So you just hear as you throw, you just hear like the, and then you hear like a dropping metal sound, just like clang 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 clang.
I was like, piss! That was my grandpappy's.
And do you unarmed strike the floor?
Yeah. Out of rage, I hurt my fist on the floor.
Damn it! All right, and that brings us to Pip. It's your turn again.
Okay, so I don't. Can turtles swim?
No, you'll drown.
But maybe if I drown, I get to go back to my normal form, right?
That's metagaming.
If I do an Arcana check, would I know what kind of magic it is?
Sure. I'll let you roll Arcana. Are you proficient in it, right?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
That is an 18. Do I get to use mine? Or the
Oh,
turtles?
no, you don't. Yeah, it would be the turtles.
Okay, so I got an 18.
Oh, that's right. No, you can't form coherent thought about magic. You're a turtle. That's right. You have its intelligence. Yeah, I'm sorry. This isn't like Wild Shape where you get to keep your mental stats. Polymorph gives you the intelligence of the animal. So you're like, just snapping at the air like you want to get there, but you would drown if you tried to cross this water.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna go in circles.
Okay. Just pacing.
Yeah. And then it's
Yeah.
my turn.
Sorry, Carla.
It's okay.
All right, Dane, it's your turn. You're a drenched Death Dane dog.
I look back. Does it look like they've gotten the dragon free?
Looking back, yeah, you see one of the pillars has shattered. It's too small for him to make a full movement out, but he'll take like half his movement trying to get out, like squeezing through.
Okay. I'm going to turn back. Because I'm not having a lot of luck attacking her. And I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to this one right here.
Okay.
Dane shape. Grab
Okay.
the thunderous bell off my back.
All right.
And I'm going to take a swing at this pillar.
Go for it. Yeah.
If I was Rondon, that'd be a crit.
Damn.
That's a 21 to hit.
That hits, yeah.
All right. I don't know if there's anything special about structures, but that is 4 thunder damage.
All right, so you're using... Because the thunder spell has like a... Isn't it a D8 and then plus a D4 or something like that?
If I use a charge, we never determined if it had any charges available.
It had 9 charges because you used one in the cave.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it was fully charged when I got it.
Yes.
Got it.
Yeah, I didn't get to use it.
So then...
You can use your reaction to create that damage.
I will do that.
Okay, so then roll an extra D4 then.
Okay.
And then just mark off a charge.
That is max on that D4. That's 4.
Perfect. So then 8 total.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that's and
Actually,
thunder damage. What's that?
It says 1d4 per charge expended. There's nothing in the wording about using more charges, but
There you go. Yeah, you can use however many charges you want, but you don't get them back unless you crit.
unless I
with it.
crit, right?
Yep.
So I'm gonna use 2 more.
Do it.
That's another 3, and another 3.
So that's a total of
14.
14.
Wasn't it?
And yeah, this structures are vulnerable to thunder damage, so it just crumbles away.
Dane
in
remembered
one.
the cavern wall cracking when he accidentally used it.
There you go. Yeah, so that creates a space large enough for him to move his full movement on his turn.
That's my turn.
Good turn. Hwanseng, you're a squirrel.
I will. Can squirrels swim?
I mean, at half speed, but yeah, they can swim.
You said 40 feet, so there's 10.
Mm-hmm.
15. Oh, wait. 15 here. 20. 25. 35. 40. And I'll hold my action again.
Perfect. All right, so you're just like swimming through like really quickly, and then just like scurrying across. You can hear like the little the tapping of your claws, kind of like scraping across the rocky floor, and you can see Arisa's just kind of like skipping away, and you can see
I hate her.
she is carefree, and now it is Antorian's turn. He is going to use his action and bonus action to grab the both of you and he is going to. You see these orange leathery wings just extend out in the cavern as they kind of like they vibrate because it seems like, like the stretching thing. Like he hasn't opened his wings in a long time, and so his wings unfurl, and as they do, he swoops over the cavern, over to where Aris is, as you guys are currently in his claws, and as he lands right here, he releases the both of you exactly right in front of her. And he uses action and bonus, so he is done. But you guys just crash down on the stonework.
Wasn't Eric already on his back?
Oh, were you? I think you were underneath him.
Yeah,
right?
I was underneath.
Got it. Sorry.
Yeah, so he releases both of you right next to her and just crashes down and splashes in the water as this like gargantuan dragon form just settles right in front of her. And Eric, it is your turn, actually.
Remembering a stray dog that I grew up with, I just point my wand at Aris and yell, "Sit!" and cast command.
Alright, so wisdom saving throw.
DC 14. Oh, DC 14.
Alright, that is a 12. So you see her, as you cast the spell, this like whirling of purple energy just like shoots down at her like a funnel, like as you hold it out, and as she like just stands there stunned, you can see her just fall down on the ground backwards on her butt, and she just like open eyes, just like unable to move. So Rondon, it's your turn now.
All right, so I'm gonna do my best to get over there as quick as I can.
Babe, I feel so sorry for you.
No, you have to call me Purtle until I'm not a turtle anymore.
All right.
Curdle. So I'm gonna do a full dash. Am I able to hop over the little water areas?
I will give you an athletics check if you can manage, but you'll fall in the river if you don't succeed.
Is that a D4 then?
An extra D4, yep.
Okay. So I'm assuming this is athletics, right? Because I'm sprinting.
Right.
So with the guidance, I'm gonna use 4 plus 5, 9 plus 1, 10 to hop
10?
over. Yeah.
Which area were you hopping over again?
Just kind of going northwest. So
so I'll say if you wanted to clear this, 10 is perfectly acceptable.
okay.
It's not terribly difficult to leap across this.
So I think that puts me into the mix, if I did my math right.
There you go. So you used your action to dash then, is that it?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
And yeah, that'll be my turn. Oh, I guess no. I have to. Unarmed strike follows an attack. So yeah, that'll be my turn.
All right, so that brings us to Pip. Purtle, you are left behind. You are biting rocks.
Okay, I'm gonna keep going in circles.
Okay.
I mean, do I see everybody?
From here, no.
No, so yeah, I'm gonna just keep going in circles.
I'm so sorry.
No, you're not.
You're like one of the biggest damage dealers, so I'm kind of glad that you're out. All right, so then that brings us to Dane. It's your turn. You have been plopped down right in front of her. As she sits, she is prone. If you were to attack her, you do have advantage on this strike.
I'm going to just smack her across the face with this dang old great club
There you go.
with advantage.
Yep.
Two-hand. Does that make a difference? Oh, it has to be two-handed, so...
Yeah.
So that is 21 to hit.
That does hit, yeah.
That is 10 damage for the great club.
Mm-hmm.
I'll use another charge.
Just one more?
One more.
Okay, so just keep in mind that this does get rid of your reaction. Is that okay?
Dane doesn't know that.
I mean, for meta's sake, like, you know your weapon.
Okay. Yeah, I'll save it.
Okay, so no.
No thunder.
Okay, gotcha. All right, so 10 points of damage. You just hear like the bong as you crack her on the side of the head with this thing.
That would freaking suck, getting smoked in the dome with a
Yeah.
with a bell. Like,
And as you do, she has to make a Constitution saving throw, and she succeeds. All right, so Kwansing, it's your turn as you are a squirrel.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try and get on her. And do I have like a bite attack or?
Yeah, it's. I'll say it's +2, and you deal 1 point of damage.
16 to hit.
You have advantage.
19 to hit.
That does hit. Yes, so 1 point of damage to her, and a Constitution saving throw from her. That's a 19, so she does succeed. So you're still a squirrel. And now it comes to Antorian. As you see, he flies up in the air on top of all of you to kind of get you to a good position. And you just see, and you guys hear this like rumbling, crackling, roaring fire as he just sprays the entirety of this whole wall in flames. And you see her hair begin to be singed and burned. She needs to make a dexterity saving throw with disadvantage here. Oh, so that's a natural 19 and a 16. So that is... So she still succeeds. However, she does take 5d6. 5d6. So halved that. So it's 10 points of fire damage to her.
that's another Constitution save.
Another Constitution saving throw. Thank you for that. As she is just like engulfed in flames, and even though she is under your charm, Eric, you can just hear like the high pitched screams and wailing of agony. So if anyone here has seen Full Metal Alchemist and you've seen the Colonel Mustang versus Lust scene, where she where she just screams in horrible high-pitched agony, that is exactly what it sounds like. And as it comes to the end of Antorian's turn, as he's flying over all of you, Eric, it is your turn now. As you have the wand held out in front of her, you can see her eyes just glistening in the burning glow of the fire as the heat just like is so close to you. You have to like squint your eyes and almost shield your face from it. So she rolled an 11, so that is still enough to pass. Eric, it is your turn.
I'm going to pull out the eye on the pendant that we took off the sea hag.
Okay.
And hold it out to her. Where is the rest of your coven? And hope to get a reaction.
Okay, gotcha. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So as you say that, you can see her slouched, kind of like prone form, just like bring its head up towards you, and a smile curls across her face. You can see the visage of Aris, which was this like little girl, burn away, and you see this like green skin, like haggard old appearance with this white, now charred hair, and she smiles at you through the pain, and she says, "They are coming for you." And as she does that, you can see her beginning to weave a spell through the air.
No.
From her back? Oh God!
And you see her suddenly disappear.
If she comes back, like, I'm gonna prepare to attack her.
Okay. As that happened, Pip, you become Pip again.
Okay, and then I like, like
There you
just
go.
pat myself. Is Quantin still a squirrel?
Oh no, he's not anymore. So as she cast that spell, both of you ceased to be animals. And it is your turn, Rondon, still.
I turn to the Green Dragon. His name escapes me at the moment. Where'd she go?
She has become invisible. Do not lower your guards.
Balls. With that knowledge, I'm gonna swing at where she was to kind of make a guess. It's like she's still here.
All right, so you walk up to her where her place was.
All right, so I'm just gonna assume she's in the same spot and just take a swing then.
Okay, so you take a swing in that spot and nothing. Nothing seems to find purchase. You just kind of wildly swing your axe in the air. Do you want to move anywhere else or take another bonus action, anything like that?
Will a perception check kind of like see if I see any movement on the ground? Was that count as a full action or a bonus action?
It would have to be, it'd have to be a full action. So
Okay.
because you swung,
Yeah. Then
unfortunately.
yeah, that'll be my turn then.
All right, Pip, you are back to yourself.
Finally. Okay.
You have arms again.
Yeah. Okay, so I am going to jump this area right here.
Okay.
Do I need to do an...
Yeah, make an athletics check. To see
Well,
how,
can I do acrobatics?
I'll say sure.
What is a 17?
Yeah, that's fine. So you managed to clear that.
Is that 5 feet?
That is
10 feet?
10 feet, yeah.
Okay, I move right there, and then I'm gonna, because I don't know what happened, right?
No, you couldn't see anything. You saw Antorian burst out of the cage, pick up Dane and Eric, and fly over in that area, but as far as like what's going on over there, you have no idea.
So I'm going to... Okay, so I'm gonna double dash, so that lands me here. Can I, as a bonus action, can I do a perception check, or does it take an action?
It takes an action, unfortunately, yeah, to do a skill check. Yeah, unless I call specifically for it for the purposes of story. Yeah.
Gotcha. So then I'm gonna stay where I was, and then I'm gonna do a perception check then to see what I hear.
Go for it.
12.
12, you hear the sounds of like talking and moving and like the swinging of weaponry. You hear the flapping of the wings from Antorian as he's just in the air, just kind of hovering above everyone else.
Gotcha. Since my Crimson Right is still active, I'm just gonna like have my bow up and ready.
Okay.
I can't hold an action because I already used my action.
Exactly.
But I'm just gonna be ready for anything.
All right, Aiden, it's your turn.
I guess I'll perception check.
Go
see
for
if
it.
I can see where she went. I guess I'm gonna try to wild shape, but I've used all my wild shape charges.
Sure.
So then just a normal perception check with no special senses. Great, 24.
24. I will privately message you.
And that's my action, right? To
Action,
perceive?
correct. Yep.
Okay. So then I'm just going to like point my club up and say, "Up there," and walk over to it, I guess.
Sure.
Pointing up at this ledge over here that I'm now next to, for those of you seeing Schmeppy.
All right. Kwansing.
I look towards where he pointed, and I just take a shot.
All right, so make an attack with disadvantage.
Okay. .15 to hit.
15 does not hit. No. So as you strike the air or strike the space where he points out at you, points out to you, it just strikes the edge of the cavern, and it's just like boom. You can hear the slam of the air.
I'll do an unarmed strike.
Okay.
16.
Does not hit, unfortunately. No, it just you can hear it kind of crack against the side of the rock and does not find its perch. Is that your turn, sir?
Yep.
All right. So now it is Antorian, and he flies over to this location, kind of makes sure to get you out of the way, Dane. And once again, just this burbling, roaring fire just scorches the side of the wall there, and that's a fail. So that is 5d6, 15 points of damage to her. As this just you can hear her screams even though she's invisible, and like a vague form like outlines creates an outline from the fire, so you just see like this like feminine form just outlined by fire, and you can just hear it look at her writhing in the flames as she needs to make a Constitution saving throw. She does succeed. And Eric, it's your turn. You can see the vague outline of her form, so you know the space that she's in, but she still has the bonuses from invisibility.
You said she did make her Constitution save?
Yes, she did. Yeah.
And she is how high?
She's about 10 feet up.
I'm gonna Misty Step again.
Okay.
And try and appear up next to her.
Okay.
Where I don't know which. Okay, thank you. I wasn't sure which token was mine. They're all clumped together. And again, I'm still holding the eye amulet thing that we got off the other sea hag, and you're coming for us. We're coming for you. And jam her with a dagger.
Go for it.
20.
20 does hit.
So this is going to be booming blade
There
on
you go.
this. So the damage is going to do 6. The dagger is going to do 6 damage. And then if she willingly moves, she'll take some force damage.
All right.
Thunder damage.
All right. So you say that to her as you hold the amulet in one hand and you drive the dagger straight into her chest with the other. You can see the blood beginning to pool down as she makes a Constitution saving throw. She does succeed again, and then it comes up to her turn. This is the cavern. This is the cavern wall. This is the ledge. Yeah, and so as she is right next to you, Eric, still engulfed in the flames, she does move back one space. You can see her. As soon as she moves out of range, she disappears, but I'll allow you to make it an attack of opportunity with disadvantage. And she does take the thunder damage because she moves away from you.
Okay. Do you care which one happens first? Do you want one first?
It doesn't matter, no.
Does Artorian get the opportunity attack?
No, because we've moved to the different rules, like the standard rules for opportunity attacks.
So with disadvantage, that's an armor class 11.
No, that does not hit, unfortunately. So you just whoosh, you just swing your dagger out at her, but the thunder damage or whatever it is.
Yeah, thunder damage. She takes 6 points of thunder damage.
6 points of thunder damage. All right, and as she steps back here, as you are all neatly lined up, once again she begins to weave the electricity in her hand, and as she creates 2 circles next to her, she shoots out from her hand this blast of electrical energy. So I need Eric, Dane, Antorian, Kwansing, and Rondon to all make dexterity saving throws as a bolt of lightning shoots from her hand and strikes the edge of this rock here. Pip, you are just out of reach of that. So yeah, so you're not quite lined up with everyone, but yeah, and as she does attack, she becomes visible again.
I guess it doesn't matter, but she make her Constitution save for the thunder damage.
Can I see her, Brendan?
Now you can. Wait, you have dark vision for 60 feet? Let me see. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. So past this point, it's all kind of dark shapes to you. So you'd have disadvantage. Oh, wait, no. Sorry, this is dim vision, so you can see her, yeah. Yeah, dim vision is regular lighting, and darkness is dim vision for you, so you can't see her. Yep. So, let me roll damage here. So, starting off from Eric.
16.
16 to succeed, you take 15 points of lightning damage.
I'm down.
Okay. Dane.
11.
You take 30 points of lightning damage.
Dane is dead.
Okay. You...
Like dead?
Dead.
Yeah, Kwansing.
11.
11. You take 30 points of lightning damage.
I'm unconscious.
Antorian. 6. He takes 30 points of lightning damage. And Rondon.
21.
21. You take 15 points of lightning damage. And as she does that, she sees the electrical energy surge through you, Dane. There is a blue spark that comes. There is a burning blue light, like a coal, from your heart. And that's the end of her turn. As she cackles into the cavern, you can hear the horrible laughter just echoing through the walls. As Eric, you fall unconscious. You said?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the last thing you hear. And Dane and Kwansang, as well, as you all fall unconscious. Rondon, you're the only one up with Antorian, as there is this horrible, horrible laughter. You see Dane fall. Your companion, your friend that's been with you since the very beginning. You see him fall. His eyes roll back. His chest still unmoving.
Right, so...
And as she finishes her turn, it's your turn, Rondon.
She does take 1 point of damage from my thorns.
She does, yeah.
So, I know I gave money to Kwansang to go grab a health potion. So I'm gonna grab that health potion off Kwansang. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna use it on you, Kwansang, but I'm gonna use it on Dane because...
Wait, hold on 1 second. What's your maximum hit points, Dane?
15. I had 13. I am dead.
Okay, gotcha. Because if you had 15, your thorns would have reduced the damage to 29,
right.
which is not dead.
Nope, I was down to 13 points.
There you go. All right, so go ahead and take your turn, Rondon.
So I'm gonna grab the health potion off Kwansang, pour it into Dane's mouth again.
And nothing happens.
What?
I am
He's
dead.
Not unconscious, dead.
Dead, all the way dead.
Like, no saving throws.
Yikes. Fuck.
And so this realization hits you. You pour the liquid into his mouth, and it just nothing happens. The potion just falls to the side of his cheek, and he lays charred and lifeless in your grasp.
I guess, do I still have any, movement or action to...
You would have used your action to pour it into his mouth.
I'll just give myself a second wind as a bonus action.
Okay. So 1d10 plus 3.
Yeah. So I'll go back up to 7 hit points.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
Alright, perfect. Alright, and as Pip, it's your turn. So you see this horrible blast of lightning strike everyone in the row. And you see Eric, you see Kwansang, and you see Dane all fall unconscious at the same time.
I drop my bow and my arrow. And I fucking Super Saiyan!
Okay.
Hybrid form!
Alright, so you hear this horrible, this just like wrathful screaming roar from across the chamber as this like burst of muscle and fur just transforms as this feral appearance takes hold of Pip.
And I just fucking go.
Does your movement speed increase?
It does not.
I'll let you dash as a bonus action if you want, just for this.
Okay, so I get right here.
Yeah, because this is a special moment.
Can I attack?
Yeah.
I fucking just grab her, and I use my claws, and I imbue Crimson right into my claws.
Okay.
So, 2 damage. And I grab her, and I push my claws into her heart and into her chest. So I got a 20, not natural.
That hits, yeah. Oh shit.
And then I am going to go.
Not again!
And I just fucking crush her with my claws. So, it's a d6.
2d6 plus your dex or strength modifier.
16 points of damage.
Okay, and I know you said it, but how do you want to do this?
So, I dig my claws
Okay.
deep into her.
You can hear the breath escape her. She goes, "Ah!"
And I say,
Not again! Not ever!
and I just rip her apart.
Okay, and you can hear the crunching of bones, the tearing of muscles as you just split her in two, and as your razor sharp claws just extract her insides and to the outside. And there's this like howl roar into the chamber as the smattering of blood just like sprays and paints the side of the wall crimson. And as that finishes, she is no more, and as she goes down,
As she goes down, I turn into Pip and I'm on my knees.
So as you kind of kneel down at Dane, you can see the burning blue coal in his chest, and from his pocket you see another blue light kind of emanate, and just instinctively you rummage through the pocket and you find that same symbol etched across this vial of red.
I pour that down his. I make him drink it.
And as the concoction is imbibed, you can see the coal in his chest suddenly burn brighter as Dane, you are brought back to life as I dig up the card. And I'll send this to you right away.
All right.
So you awaken as your eyes are burning blue, and the coal is burning in your eyes.
Stop trying to be a hero. And I hug him.
And I hug her back.
And I start weeping a little bit. It's like, I thought I lost you, buddy.
And I just kind of collapse, like just asleep.
I wipe my tears and I go over to Kwansen and I start looking through his stuff to see if I can find a potion or anything.
I don't have anything.
Carly, you should have a potion yourself because you were with Kwanseng when you bought potions.
That's true. Oh, here it is. Okay, so I take out my potion. Are Eric and Kwansen both down?
Yes, they're both unconscious.
Can I give them each half?
No, unfortunately.
Okay, so I give it to Kwansen, and I hug him, and I lay him back down, and then I go over to Eric, and I pick him up, take him over by the water, and I grab some water and kind of just like splash his face a little to try to get him to wake up. And then I like look through his stuff. Does he have a potion?
He does not.
Okay, then
It's at this point that from the corners of the room you see both Presea and Brano making their way over.
Pip's eyes are red, like trying to hold back tears, and she's trying really hard to not just bawl.
Since it takes them quite a while to come over there, Eric, I do need you to make a death saving throw.
You bet. That's a 4.
Okay, so first failure.
Do I see them?
Yep, running over.
Do you have anything?
They quickly run over, and you can see the worry in Presea's eyes. And it's strange because they don't pay any mind to the dragon. They run over. I'll need you to make one more death save, Eric.
That's a 13.
Okay, so first success. As Presea runs over to you, you can see the orange energy kind of leave her hands as she casts heal on you. And suddenly a burst, 70 hit points, just it just explodes into you as your clothes just like what is it called? Like ruffle out.
We've got to stop her.
It's done. It's done. She's dead. Just you're okay.
Who got her? Did you get her?
It doesn't matter.
It matters to me.
We all got her. She's gone.
There's more of them. She said they were coming for us. I see the elves motioning to them. They said that there was a coven. She talked about there being more of them. We've got to be ready. We've got to take them all down.
We will find them. So that they can't hurt you guys again.
Hey, Brandon. I'm going to chime in and make my roll for my lasting effect.
Okay.
That's a 7. I don't know where that table's at.
I've got it.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, Eric and Kwansang and Dane, you all have a level of exhaustion.
I have 5.
So your speed is at 0, Dane. You cannot move.
80 is what I rolled on the lasting effect table.
I go over to Kwanzaa, and as I pass Rondon, I just put my hand on his shoulder. And then I go over to Kwanzaa, and are you okay?
I am alive. A step away from death, and a step away from okay. But I will make it.
And I'm gonna just quickly apologize to Kwansei. I was like, I owe you a health potion. I'm sorry. I took one off you, and I should have given it to you.
Kwansing doesn't laugh. Kwansing just looks at him and says, I know you did what you needed to. And that's all that matters.
Oh, I'm glad that you're okay now. But I owe you one. I owe you a drink.
Perhaps some more coffee?
Coffee it is. I rush to the water.
You see Antorian kind of settle down between you all, and he says,
Am I interrupting something?
Wow, I was just about to brew a fresh pot of coffee. You want some?
No.
Your loss.
Do you mind if we just rest here? I know this is your cave, but can they just stay here and rest for a bit?
Yes. I believe we have much to discuss. Take the time you need. I shall be back shortly.
Oh, God.
You may want to inspect the northern part of this cavern. I heard someone captive there. I shall return.
and he flies out, and you see him kind of clear the space between the water as it parts slightly. And as he leaves, you see a familiar kind of form paddling through the water as Wolf comes from beneath the waterfall. And he just runs over to you all. All right, and as you guys kind of take the time to rest and just process the events of the fight, that is what we'll pick up next time.
Oh my gosh, that was
Jeez.
so
That
good.
was nuts.
I must say, if I didn't pass that deck save, I would also have been knocked out.
Hey folks, thanks again for joining us for The Dark Veil. If you liked it, the biggest thing you can do for us is to share our podcast with your nerdy friends, and leave us a review wherever you listen to podcasts. You can find us on Facebook at Realm Narrative Gaming, on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at RNG Presents, or go straight to our website at rngpresents.com. Thanks again, everyone. Take care, and we'll catch you next week for The Dark Veil.
The Dark Veil is a production of RNG Presents and features Mac Anderson as Rondon, Tyler Brinker as Dane, Drew Doland as Kwanseng, Carla Elfritz as Pip, Mike Lewis as Eric, and the Dungeon Master, that's Brandon Rubio. Our amazing music provided by Aiden Chan, and this episode edited by Carla Elfritz. Thanks for listening. See you next time on The Dark Veil.
One, two, and then I'm gonna go.
Okay. Just snap at the air.
Yeah.